Well, hey there, it's Catherine from Catherine Pooler Designs. I've been creating a lot of cards with our brand new collection, At the Lake with Mom. We are celebrating mothers and all the amazing women in our lives with this collection. In this video, I'm going to create 4 cards. I'm going to pull in some CP classic products, even a Christmas product. I'm excited to share these with you, so let's dive in. Before we stamp, I wanted to show you the products we're going to be using. The new products are Flight of Fancy stamp set and dies, Inside Out for Mom stamp set, the Mom Word die, and the Dashes and Ruffles dies. Then we have classic CP products, the Christmas Glory cover plate, not just for Christmas, Sweet Blossom stamp set, 42nd Street cover plate, Woodland Wreath stamp set and dies, the Peace and Flight stamp set and dies, and the Heart dies. Also going to use some halo embossing glitter. We're also going to use the Ripples on Water and the Water Ripples background stamps. This is a new concept for us. We had this wonderful design that we adored, and we weren't sure if we wanted to do the positive or negative of it. So we decided to offer both. There's a lot of fun different techniques that you can do with these stamp sets, and there's just a whole lot of fun to be had. The first card, all these cards are going to be great for Mother's Day, but you can change out the sentiments and create different occasion cards. But for these purposes, or this purpose, or this video, they're all going to be for Mom. I'm going to use the Ripples on Water background stamp for the first card here. And this fun design is basically the solid water, and it leaves the patterned rings as the negative. So those will stay white, and the image is what is going to be colored, and that is basically going to be the water. And it adds a beautiful touch to your cards. I'm inking it with Blue Raspberry, which is our new lightest blue. And for this card, I want the Blue Raspberry to be even a little bit lighter than it already is. So I'm using my largest ink blending brush. I'm dabbing in the middle of the water ripples to remove some of that ink, and then wiping it off on a paper towel to remove the ink before I go into other water ripples. If I don't wipe it off in between, I'm just going to have a bunch of buildup on my ink blending brush, and I'm not going to really be able to remove that much ink. I wanted to achieve a look where in the center of the ripples it was really, really light blue and then got darker around the edges. So I just played with adding ink and adding a little more and buffing some out and played around until I got an effect that I was looking for, or that I liked and was happy with. I ended up switching over to my mini ink pad because that gave me a little bit more control over how much ink I was placing and where. So with that smaller ink pad, I'm able to get into smaller areas. And then I was able to achieve a better look where just I was inking around the ripples instead of getting a ton of ink on my background stamp. I needed to re-ink my pad after a bit, so I just grabbed my ink refill and squeezed that bottle on there and filled that pad right back up. And then I'm just adding some more ink, and then my ink blending brush gonna buff out the edges so I don't have harsh lines. I want it to be a nice gradient and going from darker to lighter on the stamped image in a gradual way, so I don't want harsh lines. Our new Blue Raspberry ink is a stunner. It's such a rich, beautiful blue. It goes with the other blues in our line so well, and I just love it. So I wanted to add some glitter, so I grabbed my 2-way glue pen and just traced or kind of outlined around the ripples, and then added halo embossing glitter, which is a clear embossing powder with clear sparkling glitter in it, and the effect is beautiful. So it's going to give a nice shimmer and shine to this background. And then the rainbow piece here, I think I made an Instagram reel for that, or the design done in different colors. It's going to just give you a fun circular background feel, and that rainbow one feels like a party. I want to try doing a birthday card with that, so I'm gonna have to put that on my list of things to make. I'm using my heat tool to heat emboss the halo embossing glitter. Then I'm gonna take my dashes from my largest dashes die from the Dashes and Ruffles and die cut this background piece. I'm also cutting out our block mom word die at the same time. The mom word die is going to go great with the Inside Out for Mom stamp set. So you're going to have a lot of different variations to choose from. So you can use the script mom, the block letter mom, and then all the inside fonts or the inside sentiments. So this stamp set, the Inside Out for Mom, was made so that you have the mom on the outside of the card and then the longer sentiment on the inside of the card. You can use these sentiments on the outside of your card as well. In another video, I stamped all these swans, and I'll link to it in the description below if you missed it. I hope that you will subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We love growing our community here on YouTube, and we hope that you will be back with us. We do live streams and pre-recorded videos, and we just have a whole lot of fun. So we hope you will be back to hang out with us. So I'm leaving the block mom in white. I think that looks really sharp against the blue raspberry background. And then I used the double duty circle dies and stamped "Thanks for being the cure for bad days." And this is a great sentiment, not just for mom, but family and close friends, anyone that's dear to you that helps you through those hard times. I'm adding a foam tape to the back of the swan. I'm going to lay it on top of my die cut circle. I'm not pressing down too hard because I want to snuggle that mom in and get it placed just right before everything gets pressed down and adhered. So I want the mom to kind of be nestled in under the neck and the beak. And I love how this turned out. So we'll just add a little bit of glue here, add some foam tape to the back of the card layer, add it to a card front, and here is Mother's Day card number 1. For card number 2, I'm going to add a little fun to the swan. So I'm going to stamp a couple more, one with blue raspberry and one with cashmere. Actually, 2 blue raspberry, 2 cashmere. And I'm using this template that I set up for my last video. So again, if you missed that, I'll link below. It has the way I use this template and also how I stamped and inked all of the rainbow swans. So let's do a little something something on this cute little swan. Let's make him even more special. Him, her. So I'm using my Wow embossing pad and I'm concentrating the ink on the wing. And I'm pretty sure I got some on the body, so I'm just using my finger to rub it off a little bit. And this worked pretty well to just get the wing inked. We're going to pull that off. We're going to cover it in embossing glitter. And then if you have any stray embossing glitter that's not on the wing, maybe on the body, and you don't want it, you can just use a paintbrush or your finger to flick it away. And just like I did with the Ripples on Water background stamp, I'm grabbing my heat tool and I'm going to heat this until the embossing powder melts and becomes a beautiful, shiny, glittery wing. I really love how this glitter looks on cashmere ink. I wanted to try something a little different for the blue raspberry swan, and I took my 2-way glue pen and I just covered the wing with glue and then poured embossing glitter over it. So the glue is going to hold that embossing glitter, and then I heat set it, or I heat embossed it. I didn't love how this one looked as much as the one on cashmere because it kind of was a little bit thicker in some areas, and then I didn't get glue in other areas. So it was uneven. And then on the cashmere, it just was this beautiful, even sheen, glitter, sparkly. It just looked so good. The blue raspberry one looked good, but the cashmere looked spectacular. So you can see the difference here. And I went ahead and did that second one. And then another little special something something. I'm going to cut the wings out. And we're going to use them to add dimension to our swans. So I'm adding liquid glue at the bottom of the wing where it meets the body, and then a foam dot at the top of the wing. So then the wing curves and it's flat against the swan at the base, and then it curves up to its dimension. I'm having a hard time explaining this, but you can visually see what I did here, and it looks really pretty. And then I thought it would be fun to switch them. So I did cashmere on blue raspberry. So the blue raspberry swan with a cashmere wing. And I think that's a fun twist as well. I pulled out a stamp set that I haven't used in quite a while, and remember how much I adore this stamp set. It is a stunner. Each image is 2 steps. So each flower has 2 layers, and then the leaves have 2 layers as well. So you're going to take the solid layer, stamp it in the light color, and then the smaller solid and stamp it over the top. And as I was stamping, I thought, oh my goodness. I usually have better luck when I stamp the darker one first and then stamp the lighter second image over the top, because then you can see that darker stamped image through the clear stamp a little bit better than you can the light one. So if that is a tip that helps you be a little more successful than I was, that's amazing. Most of our stamps are designed so that even if you don't stamp it perfectly, it's still going to look beautiful. And that orange stamp, or that orange flower, I did not stamp perfectly, but it still looks great. And then some miraculous stamping situation here, and I stamped that leaf perfectly. I was excited about that. I think the lemongrass and green tea, beautiful, love it. And then pink champagne and sangria for that little cluster of 3. I'm going to grab my dies. I'm going to die cut these flowers. And I had some left over from a previous project. They were just in my little stash here. I have my Stitch Hearts dies. I'm going to grab one of the Inside Out for Mom sentiments, stamp it in icing on the cake. These colors look amazing with the cashmere swan. Thanks for being the cure for bad days. Again, this sentiment is great for your mom, but also anyone that's near and dear to your heart. And then I'm layering these flowers, tucking in the foliage and the swan, and playing with arrangement a little bit. And I want to make more of these. I really, really love how this card turned out. So I love making clusters like this where I have a focal point, a sentiment on a die cut, whether it be a rectangle or a circle or a heart, and then my images adhered to that. And then you have a beautiful little masterpiece. And then what kind of background are you going to put it on? So you could do pattern paper, watercolor techniques. You could do a cover plate. So I pulled 42nd Street cover plate and the Christmas Glory cover plate. I felt like the Christmas Glory went better. I just adhered it to my card base. And I love how the Christmas Glory can be used for not Christmas. And then I have another cluster of flowers, and why not just trim one of those off? Then I grabbed some sequins. These are Mount Pearl. They are new with our At the Lake with Mom collection, and it is going to be your go-to set of white sequins. It's going to go with everything. You're probably going to need a couple jars. I know I am, but I love the little pops of sequins and the colors. That cashmere with those spa colors is, oh, I love it. Card number 3, I'm using the Woodland Wreath stamp set. This came out for Mother's Day a year or 2 ago with some woodland critters, a deer, a squirrel, an owl, and it is such a precious set. And I thought it would look really pretty with the swans as well. So I love going through my stash when I have new stamps and seeing what I can pull that's going to go great with my new stamps. Sprinkle in a little classic stuff with new. So I had one of the wreaths stamped in die cut and colored already. I just pulled that out. I'm adding foam tape. I have those little foam strips, and we'll just add this to the 42nd Street cover plate die. which is adhered to a card base. The Woodland Wreath, color it in with the medium of your choice, the ink pads or watercolor pencils or colored pencils. Once in a while, I leave the front of my card blank. And this one I thought would be great to do that with. And I stamped Mom on the inside and then a secondary sentiment right below it. You're the best cheerleader anyone can ask for. Now that my card is done, I'm feeling like it's not done. I wanted to add another swan. I grabbed one that I had previously stamped in cashmere, and I wanted to nestle that into the wreath. So I just took a pair of scissors, snipped that flower so that I could tuck the swan in. I wanted the flower to tuck under the wing, so I snipped there as well and just kind of snuggled them in together. And then I positioned the blue raspberry swan so that their necks come together and they almost make a little heart. And I think this card came out absolutely precious. I think that Woodland Wreath goes great with these swans. For the fourth and final card, I had to pull the Peace and Flight stamp set. The swan in this set was absolutely made to go with our new set, Flight of Fancy. So now we have two large swans, and when stamped and die cut, they face each other and they go beautifully together. I love the branches in the Peace and Flight stamp set, so we're going to stamp two of them in quartz and then the smaller one in sparkling berry. And then there's a medallion. I stamped one in, what did I do? Oh yeah, sparkling berry, and then one in tranquil, and I'm going to die cut those. That is going to pop over the top of the wing and add some interest and dimension to that wing. I also wanted to do some more halo embossing glitter, so I just took my whole die cut, dabbed it on top of my Wow embossing pad, and then heat it. And then it has the most amazing shimmer and glitter, just like basically what I did to the wings. Then the dashes and ruffles dies. I'm using this like it's my job. And I cut out a larger ruffles and then a smaller dashes. I'm adding Mom at the bottom, doing that in tranquil, and then the longer sentiment, we're going to do that in glacier. When it comes to Moms, you're my favorite. Then I'm adding the branches, and then we'll layer the swans over the top, add on the medallion. I'm using lots of foam tape to layer everything together, adding that nice dimension, and then a piece of Swan Lake patterned paper, sparkling berry with ditzy flowers, and then just adding all of those layers together, and we have an awesome card. I do have one regret though. I'm not 100% sold on the Seafoam and Daydream Swan. I kind of wish I had stamped him again in Tranquil and maybe a little bit of shading with another blue. I think I would have liked it a little bit better, or even a pink one and maybe done the branches in Tranquil. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know what colors you would have used. Or if you think it's just fine, maybe it's just fine. And I'm just being too critical of myself because, that's what we do, right? But overall, I love all of these cards. Loved pulling in classic CP products to go along with my new products. And I had an absolute ball. So I hope you're inspired, you learned something new. And if you haven't been around before, my friend, hit that subscribe button and come on back and hang out with us. We will see you again very soon. I appreciate you being here. Have a great day.